So welcome to this week's vlog. I've come down to Yarralong Dam again to do a sunset shoot. Don't normally shoot sunsets, so a bit of a challenge for me. It's already gone, so I'm certainly going to go through and run through my setup and everything with you in a second and show you what I've done. But it was a little bit rushed for me this time. Find it very difficult shooting sunsets. Much more at home shooting sunrises. I like the way that the sun reveals a landscape in a sunrise, but I do not like the way that the sun hides a landscape in a sunset. So I do find it a little bit challenging.
Whisper to me softly. I can see the edge and I hope that you're falling for me. I don't need to fake. Hold me when I shake. Laying at your side and I burn like a naked flame. So catch me when I fall.
I prefer sunrise. Because when you arrive at a location, it's all dark. It's all mysterious. There's very few compositions that you see, and you know it's a challenge to walk around. But as the light lifts, compositions start to show themselves, and the way the light hits the land starts to show it. The composition starts to show themselves. It gets exciting. Sunsets I find very rushed. I find you arrive at a location and you see everything, and you think you know what the light is going to do. Sorry, this ground is really uneven, it's hurting my ankles. You think you know what the light is going to do as it goes down, but it just doesn't reveal the same. It starts to hide things that you thought were going to be in beautiful bathed in sun. It just starts to hide it, where with sunrise shots, it reveals the landscape to you. So I really do prefer shooting landscape shots in the morning in sunrise. So I've come out tonight, obviously, because it's a challenge. It's something that I don't normally do, so I thought I'd come out and do it tonight. Okay, so you can see the tree behind me here, and this is my setup here. What I really like about this is this tree that's sitting behind me, a very strong tree on its own. When it came to the sunset that I captured, it was a really good anchor point. It's vitally important that when you're taking shots like this, that you really start to look around the edges of your frame and anything that takes away from your shot. And also make sure that you capture every part of the detail you're here to capture. So the tree, I made sure that the top of this tree here, that every part of that was captured within the frame, but I also made sure that this reflection here was there as well, because there's no use in a tree like this having the top part of the tree in all its glory and you've got this beautiful water underneath of it and you cut it off halfway. It doesn't feel like a balanced image. Now, you can't see it now, but there's also this beautiful cloud that was sitting around about here in the frame, and it balanced out around about here in the image. It really shone, it really lit up and went really deep red tonight. So what I'm hoping in that image is that I captured was a balance between the two, because even though it was the only cloud that was in the sky, I was hoping to get a bit of balance between the two. And I was hoping that this tree just sort of cut that out a little bit so that your attention wasn't just drawn to that, you're actually looking at other parts of the image as well. Now down this side here, so I took a little bit of this mountain or this region in it here, and then I came down this valley here. The reason why I put the valley into it was to give you the image room to breathe. And what I mean by breathe is give yourself I find that if you had a mountain range on one side and a mountain range on the other side closing in together, you've got the tree in the middle, you focus solely on the tree, and I feel claustrophobic within the image. I feel as though like I'm trapped and I can't get out. But by allowing the viewer's eye to be able to be drawn down and into this part of the image and giving it depth, I don't feel trapped. I feel like I feel as though I've got room to breathe within the image, and I can relax within the image and really sit there and enjoy it. You keep coming back to the tree because it's my anchor point. Okay, it's the point where your eye keeps drawn to, and the highest part or the lightest part of the image is there. And your eyes are always drawn to the lightest part of the image. So the lightest part of the image is right here where the tree is. It's also one of the darkest parts as well, which is the tree. because the tree's in silhouette, but you've got the beautiful cloud, which is the lightest part of the image. I also have the ability for you to be able to be drawn down and into the image further, so you feel as though there's a lot more to the image. It becomes a 3D image, but you're always coming back to the tree, you're always coming back to the lightest part. Okay, and what brings it back was the band of colour that I've got that was just on the horizon, that comes across the horizon and back up into where those clouds were. Okay, it's a very similar colour, like it's an orange colour as well, so it brings you back and it's complementary. The idea of this image is you look at it, you get lost within it. Okay, now there are some lilies in this foreground area. Believe they're lilies. I will be removing them in Photoshop. Okay, so in Photoshop I'll be getting rid of those, so there's a very clear, clean image, crisp image through here. I don't see me removing anything else in Photoshop, but apart from 3 or 4 of these little lily type things in here. Other than that, I feel as though the only thing that I'm really going to be doing in Photoshop is maybe adding a little bit of contrast to it, and that's about it. It looks stunning on the back of the camera. I just hope that it comes through that way as well. D500. 17 to 55, 2.8 on the front at around about 28 mil. So I am quite wide, but it is around 28 mil, and this colour is just really starting to pop on the clouds. Stunning, absolutely stunning at the moment. Cool. So I have my polarizer on the front, though it's not really needed too much. It's there just assisting a little bit with some of the glare off the water, so I do want a little bit off. So I do want the water a little bit lighter and not as much glare off of there. So I do want the main focus in the sky. So I want the tree to lead you in. I want you to go through the beautiful colours in the water and still make it up into the sky. I don't want you to be held into the water. And that's what the polarizer is doing. It's just lifting a little bit of that reflection to give me that I need. I have a 3-stop ND filter plus my 2-stop, I believe it is, yep, my 2-stop graduated filter on it as well. I'm sitting at f14, ISO 50, f14 at 8 seconds. The 8 seconds is just glassing out that water, okay, and is giving me it's almost like a sheen. And what's happening at the moment too is across to the right hand side I've got this beautiful band of colour that's echoing in the water as well, and I just cannot wait to get this home and into post-process. Like, it's a really, really strong image. I like the image. I like that the hillsides are dark as they should be. You've got a little bit of texture in the hills, but not much. I like that the tree is in silhouette because the sun has gone down behind it. And what I really like is what really pushes this image is those muted tones across to the right hand side, and just that one cloud to tie it all in together. Really, really stunning image. I'll put it up for you. Look, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the support as well. It's greatly appreciated. Please, if you like this type of content, you want to support a local Australian in YouTube and a photography journey, then please hit like and subscribe to my channel. And if you really do want to get notified of when I upload my videos, hit the bell icon, and please, any feedback that you'd like or that you'd like to give, please, let me know. I really do want to grow this channel, and I really do want to improve and put out quality content for you guys. And I can only do that if I get honest feedback as to what you guys want to see. And as long as obviously it fits with the vision that I've got moving forward about what I want to do with the channel, then obviously that's what I'm going to do with it. But please let me know. I'll see you next week. Sorry about the short vlog this week. I just wanted to get some content out and let you guys know that I'm still around, but it was a bit of a difficult shoot this week. See you next week.